Hey, what's up everybody, I'm Charlie, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make my delicious homemade fried chicken tenders and homemade barbecue sauce from scratch. This recipe calls for you to make 10 chicken tenders and a half a cup of homemade barbecue sauce, enough to serve 2 people. Now it can be doubled. The only thing you have to do is increase the amount of chicken tenders to 20 and the barbecue sauce to 1 cup, enough to serve about 4 people. Okay? Not only are the chicken tenders nice and crunchy on the outside, moist and juicy on the inside, well seasoned, and that barbecue sauce is sweet and full of flavor, but it is absolutely delicious. And it's the perfect appetizer. So without further ado, let's get started. Here's all what y'all gonna need to make y'all chicken tenders with barbecue sauce. Let's get started. You're gonna need 2 pounds of chicken tenderloin. You also need some all-purpose flour, 3 large eggs, and 48 fluid ounces of canola oil. Now for y'all seasonings, you're gonna need some salt, Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning. Now if you don't have this, you can use the Zatarain's Creole seasoning or the Slap Your Mama Cajun seasoning. You also need some Chef Paul Prudhomme's Portrait Magic, onion powder, garlic powder, cayenne pepper, and some dried thyme. For your barbecue sauce, you're going to need 1 can, that's 6 ounces of tomato paste, vinegar, liquid smoke, molasses, honey, and some sugar. And there you have it. Let's get straight to it. We're going to make the barbecue sauce first, so that way when your chicken tenders are finished, the barbecue sauce will already be done. Add 4 ounces, that's a half a cup of tomato paste, 2 tablespoons of vinegar, 2 tablespoons of liquid smoke, 2 tablespoons of molasses, 2 tablespoons of honey, 4 tablespoons of sugar, a half a teaspoon of salt, and this next ingredient is optional. I like to add a little spiciness to my my barbecue sauce. I'm going to sprinkle 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Take a wide whisk and stir all ingredients together until combined. Alright y'all, now barbecue sauce is done. Simple as that. Quick troubleshoot. If your barbecue sauce comes out too thin, then you can add 2 ounces, that's about 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, and you'll be all set. If your barbecue sauce comes out too thin, then you add about a teaspoon of vinegar, give it a quick stir, and go from there. Okay? Add your chicken tenders into a strainer and rinse them off with cold water. Now I always do this as a precaution, just to rinse off any type of particles or anything that might be on the chicken. Just want to make sure it's good before I fry it. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to take some napkins and we're going to pat the chicken tenders dry. Now we got to season them, so that's why we're doing this. Alright y'all, we transferred our chicken into a large bowl. Let's add some seasoning. We're going to sprinkle 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning, 1 teaspoon of Chef Paul Prudhomme's Portrait Magic, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, and 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. Take your hands and just coat the seasonings onto the chicken. Very important that you season your chicken, especially if you marinate, so that way your chicken could have flavor. You're going to cover this and you're going to place this into your refrigerator for 1 hour, or for best results, let this sit overnight. Now to make our all-purpose flour batter, add 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of salt, 1 tablespoon of Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning, 2 teaspoons of Chef Paul Prudhomme's Portrait Magic, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of cayenne pepper, and lastly 1 1.5 teaspoons of dry thyme. Stir all your ingredients together. It's important that you season everything. The chicken, the eggs, the flour, everything. Alright? It's important. You want this stuff to have flavor. I be hearing some of y'all don't be adding no seasoning in y'all stuff, bro. Flavor. Seasoning equals flavor. Alright? Alright, y'all, we got 3 large eggs into a medium-sized bowl. Now we're about to add some seasoning. Seasoning? Yeah. I told y'all, we got to season everything. Season everything. Alright? We're going to add 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Just a little bit, not too much. And 1/8 teaspoon of Tony Saturated Creole seasoning. Just a little bit. That's it. Now we're going to take our whisk and give that a quick stir.
Preheat your fire to medium-high heat.
Alright, y'all, in a medium-sized pot, add 48 fluid ounces of canola oil. Now that's just about the whole bottle. Just dump the whole thing in there. Oop, my bad. Now we're going to let this get hot for 15 minutes. Now if you have a deep fryer, you preheat it to 350 degrees, and from there let it get hot for about 15 minutes, or according to your deep fryer's instructional manual on how to fry. Okay, we're ready to fry our chicken tenders. Here we have our chicken tenders, which we've let marinate overnight. Now you don't have to follow this step. You could just let them marinate for 1 hour instead. Here we have our egg mixture, which we've seasoned just a little bit. And here we have our seasoned all-purpose flour batter. Now you want to make sure that you have a serving plate lined with some napkins, because once your chicken tenders are done, we're going to put them right on this serving plate right here. We're going to take our chicken tenders, add them into your egg mixture, and you want to coat the chicken with the egg yolk mixture. Now over time the egg yolks mixture might thin out. Don't worry, that's normal. Okay, so we're going to take our chicken tenders one at a time. Just shake it a little bit to get some of that egg yolk mixture off there, because we don't want too much of that on there, just a light coat. Add your chicken tenders into the all-purpose flour batter. Now we're going to cover this. I'm just going to shake this. Going to coat the chicken tenders with the all-purpose flour batter, and this is how it looks when we're done. As you can see, that's a nice coat. Shake that off a little bit. Now we're going to take each individual chicken tender and add it into the hot oil. Let the chicken fry for 5 minutes. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes now, and as you can see, our chicken is floating at the surface. That lets us know that our chicken is done. Okay? Using a slotted spoon, just going to pick your chicken tenders up. And as you can see, that's a nice golden brown color. And place it onto a serving dish lined with napkins. Let this cool for 5 minutes before serving.
Here is the final presentation. And there you have it. Homemade fried chicken tenders with homemade barbecue sauce. If you like my channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell button if you want to be notified of my videos. You can also check out this recipe along with all of my other recipes at www.charliethecookandrews.com. You can also find me on Facebook and on Instagram under the name Charlie the Cook Andrews. Stay tuned as Charlie's Taste Test is coming up next.
now it's time to go ahead and take a bite. Dip that in barbecue sauce. Love chicken tenders. The barbecue sauce, don't get no better than this. Man, chicken tenders have a nice little crunch on the outside, nice and juicy on the inside, well seasoned, and that barbecue sauce, sweet, nice flavor, full of flavor. Really, really good. I'm telling y'all, try the recipe. It's really good. I hope you all enjoyed the video. So until next time, take care, and I hope you all have a blessed day. Peace.